Imagine having a mental superpower that makes you unshakable in the face of criticism, rejection, or even tragedy. What if I told you this isn't fantasy? It's a 2000-year-old philosophy that's secretly being used by CEOs, athletes, and millions of people worldwide. Stay with me, because today we're diving deep into Stoicism, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why it might just change your life. Let's be honest, life hits us hard sometimes. You get passed over for that promotion, your relationship ends, or maybe you're just overwhelmed by the constant noise of social media and world events. Most of us react emotionally, stress out, and feel completely powerless. But what if there was a different way? Today, we're exploring Stoicism, not the emotionless robot version you might think of, but the real philosophy that taught Roman emperors how to lead and modern people how to thrive. What is Stoicism? Picture this. Ancient Greece, around 300 BCE. A merchant named Zeno loses everything in a shipwreck. Instead of falling into despair, he discovers philosophy and creates one of the most practical wisdom traditions ever developed. He called it Stoicism, named after the Stoa Poikile, the painted porch where he taught. The big three Stoic principles. Stoicism boils down to three game-changing principles that are incredibly relevant today. First, the dichotomy of control. This is huge. Stoics divide everything into two categories, what you can control and what you can't. You can control your actions, thoughts, and responses. You can't control other people, the weather, or whether your video goes viral. Second, virtue as the highest good. Instead of chasing money, fame, or likes, Stoics focus on being wise, just, courageous, and disciplined. These are the only things that truly make life meaningful. Third, living according to nature. No, this doesn't mean going off-grid. It means using your rational mind, your superpower as a human, to make good decisions instead of being controlled by emotions or impulses. The famous Stoics. The most famous Stoic was Marcus Aurelius, literally the most powerful man in the world as Roman emperor. Yet he wrote personal notes to himself about staying humble and focused. Then there's Epictetus, who went from slave to one of history's greatest teachers, and Seneca, a wealthy advisor who proved you can be successful and philosophical. Asterisk. These weren't just armchair philosophers. They lived through wars, political upheaval, and personal tragedies, using Stoic principles as their guide. Here's where it gets exciting for us today. Modern Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about emotional intelligence and resilience. Asterisk. When someone cuts you off in traffic, instead of road rage, you think, I can't control their driving, but I can control my response. When you don't get that job, instead of spiral thinking, you focus on what you learned and how to improve next time. Asterisk. Studies show that people who practice Stoic techniques report lower anxiety, better relationships, and greater life satisfaction. It's like having a mental toolkit for whatever life throws at you. I'll be honest, I discovered Stoicism during one of the worst periods of my life. I was dealing with insert relatable personal challenge, and I felt completely helpless. Then I came across this quote from Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Asterisk. That shift in perspective, focusing on what I could actually control, was revolutionary. Instead of wasting energy on things outside my influence, I channeled it into my responses, my growth, and my actions. It didn't solve everything overnight, but it gave me back my power. So how can you start applying Stoicism today? Here are 3 simple practices. 1. Start each day by asking, what can I control today? Focus your energy there. 2. When something upsets you, pause and ask, is this in my control? If not, practice letting it go. 3. End each day by reflecting on what went well and what you learned. Marcus Aurelius did this in his Meditations, basically the world's first self-help journal. If this resonates with you, I want to hear about it. Drop a comment below sharing one thing that's been stressing you out that's actually outside your control. Let's practice that Stoic mindset together. Asterisk, asterisk. And if you want to dive deeper into ancient wisdom for modern life, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm planning a whole series on practical philosophy, including deep dives into specific Stoic techniques and how to apply them to relationships, work, and personal growth. Remember, Stoicism isn't about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming unshakable. It's about finding that inner peace and strength that no external circumstance can touch. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Asterisk, asterisk. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll explore specific Stoic exercises you can start practicing today.